in that colour.
Nobody does the tall security fencing.
Which one?
They all do the 6 foot or 6'6" or whatever.
Is it the V profile stuff? The green
No.
stuff,
The standard 3 spike.
Oh yeah.
Like the modern Palisade
the very
fencing,
tall stuff.
which is what 6'6". But nobody does the stuff that's 14'6". And if you look around railway sites, whenever there's like a compound, it's got to have the higher fence.
Yeah. Is this the V in your bonnet, John?
No, that's not what I'm on about. At the lunch that Chris and I went to on Friday for the Liverpool and
District Railway.
Merseyside Royal Railway Club, the thorny subject came up again, and let's be honest, that most of the members, I would say 90%, 95% of people in the room were our age, in their early mid to 70s to 80s, all went on about the price of model railways. It got too expensive. Right. I think this is a load of nonsense. It's a load of nonsense, right? And I said to Chris, what's happened is, when you start work, or when we all started, but you're on a low wage, right, you find it hard to struggle. Well, when you become a pensioner, you go exactly back to where you were when you were an apprentice, because you've gone from earning big money to your state pension.
That's right.
And so, what's 250 quid when you start work is a lot of money, and when you end work and become a pensioner, 250 quid's a lot of money. But if you're earning £1,000 a week, 250 quid's not a lot of money.
But the other thing as well, Pete, depends what you spend your money on through your life. You know, a lot of people drink and smoke and got a lot of spare cash for railways.
No, I know that.
It depends what you want to spend your money on.
That's management. But,
exactly.
But the point I'm trying to make, and I want to get across, is that when my dad bought my first electric train set, which was Prince Elizabeth set, right, that was equal to a week and a half's money of his wages. Right? So if you're now looking at a locomotive that's like 300 and from a,
Well, it's 280, aren't you?
yeah, we'll call it 300 quid for argument's sake. That is a minimum wage. So nothing's changed. Model railways have never been cheap. Hornby were always expensive, and Triang were the cheapest one.
Well, what's the average wage now? Aldi pay about 14 quid an hour, so that's 560 quid a week. It's half your wages.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not.
But when my dad bought that
You're right.
electric train set, it was more than his wages.
I think that Army double O train set I got was, I think it was about 6 or 7 quid, wasn't it? It was Dutchess Montrose and 2 coaches and a set in a box. And
well, you had a Hornby double O.
Yeah.
Well, they were always expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there was a very famous play on BBC back in the very early 60s, where it was filmed in Birmingham. It was about the card school, where the guy was playing cards to win the money to buy his son an Hornby double O castle, and he was trying to win £2 or £4 for the loco, which was 1960.
Yeah.
When I started work, I was on £4.75.
That was at £4 2 and 6 a week.
There you go. So it was your week's wages.
That was 44 hours, that.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't have afforded it at Hornby double. That's why I had Triang.
Yeah.
So I wish we'd all stop talking about the price, because it goes back to if you want to smoke and you want to go to football and you want to play football,
and you want 3 holidays a year, and you want the latest car,
You become an MP and you get it given you.
well, yeah, but that's what
just you to bring in a political.
Sorry,
we're not
it's
going
just-
political, but
I'm not, I'm
exactly
just
what
making
you're
a
saying.
statement, that's
You know,
all.
you weigh up all the
I'm fed up going to shows where everybody's moaning about the cost of everything. It's never been cheap.
Well,
If you want it cheap, go and buy second hand.
Andy, when we were young, nobody had you're lucky if anybody had a car in your road. There was one car in our road when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But everybody's got 2 cars now, nearly.
But that 300 quid for a double O diesel, that's going to be DCC and probably have sound fitted.
Yeah, it is.
300 quid.
Yeah,
Well,
you can get it for 140 without sound.
Yeah.
No,
You
wrong
can.
with that.
So it's not, if you
No,
absolutely want
but you're right. But what I'm saying, Andy, is in relative terms, nothing's changed.
No, that's right.
So it's just we've got older,
Yeah.
and money's not as free as it was 20 years ago. So we're more price sensitive now than we were 20 years ago, because we're not going to work. Because we're going to work it, and if we wanted it, we bought it. You gave your wife your housekeeping, and you had a few bobs. And if like you said, you chose not to go to football or season ticket, you bought yourself a loco.
Of course you did. It's all about how you want to spend your money.
Yeah, and
Yep.
If you want to spend it, I mean, some people just like hoarding it and see how much they can get.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to collect locos like people do, well, then that's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Because collecting
If
is
you
an
go into it
expensive.
with your eyes open, though, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, nobody makes you
but
buy
they
it.
go to the
No, that's
shows
right.
now.
You can't moan about it halfway through doing it. For God's sake.
But everybody's now moaning about the cost. But it's like it's no different.
No.
You know,
If you
you know,
choose to
It's
buy,
slightly
Pete,
different
you know that
because
people-
10, 15 years ago, a loco was under 100 quid. They're now 250.
yeah, because look at
And
the
that
detail.
price between that price. Yeah, but they're not very great deal
So I
different.
worked out in inflation.
Yeah.
No, they've
Hang on.
got DCC.
So I remember going to a model shop in 1980 and having my nose pressed up against the window on Wren locomotives, which were the kind of the top of the thing. It was £35 for a Clun Castle. So I've worked out that £35 back in 1980 is actually £188 today.
Yeah.
So you know that's the same as a non-sound fitted loco today.
that's what I'm saying. It's never been cheap.
Well, every year you've got
yet-
inflation, so every year it's going to go up by that,
Yeah.
at least that percentage.
But you could argue the value's got better because for
Yeah.
£188 now you've got so much more better detail.
Well, look how many they're selling now today. I mean, a model comes out, and if you don't order it, you don't get one. That didn't happen years
Yeah,
ago.
but they've dropped
the old airfix and they.
Yeah, but
They've
they've dropped the numbers they produce. It's interesting. I heard one manufacturer, and I won't say who it was, but obviously not based in Britain, complained about the British market, saying we're too fussy. Right, we're too fussy
About what?
about the
Detail.
quality, the detail on our locomotives.
You know, it's
They
not
have
really-
to.
It's like everybody wants it 100% now, don't they? It's got to,
The compromise has got to be made for running purposes, but in terms of detail, I don't think they've ever been more detailed, have they?
No, but what they're saying is the manufacturers are saying that's the problem. They can't become less expensive because the demand is for such detail. I mean, now if you get a loco, you get a kit with it to put all the bits on it.
extra bits if
Yeah.
you want them on.
The
If you want them
detailing
on.
packs, yeah.
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean
want
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
If it falls off, they all fall off.
Yeah, but,
No, but what you know, I say, if you're running it,
yeah.
you know, you want to run it. This is the argument we would
Well, how
have.
come the likes of Cavalex can come out with that 56 then? And how brilliant that is. They don't bemoan the fact that the British market's too fussy, do they?
No, but they're British. I said they weren't British, Andy.
All right.
That's,
Well, so don't buy that one then.
No. But what I'm saying is, and at the end of the day, the problem you've got is this stuff is all manufactured in China. If China are ruthless, if they see the UK market is dipping, they'll pull the production. They will. They'll pull production, and they'll start to slow down. So your company like Cavalex and Rapido and all those guys will suddenly it'll all start falling apart.
Whereabouts are Acura scales made? China.
Yeah, everything's made in China.
One of China's biggest steel has just gone bust, hasn't it? 18,000 out of work.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're looking at things we can't control here.
Which will.
Well, if you can't control it, there's no point worrying about it, is there?
I'm not worried about it. I'm just pointing it out that.
Listen,
can we all stop moaning about the
More things
price?
to say about than that,
At
haven't
this
we?
end of our life, don't you think we've got enough stuff?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
You know.
If you haven't got it now, you haven't got it, have you?
Exactly.
I know. I mean, I can't believe. You know, when you go to these shows now, there's so much second-hand stuff. You can get dirt cheap, and if you're prepared to put a little bit of work in,
Yeah.
You got a nice model.
you got a nice model.
Yeah.
Is it dirt cheap?
Yeah,
It's
well,
cheaper.
It's cheap. I mean, you know, there are. I mean,
I mean,
some of the dealers are taking the mickey. I mean,
Yeah, some of the stuff is dross, isn't it? You wouldn't.
not just that, now
got
the
to find
second-hand
it.
market's becoming almost like
Yeah.
a main market.
Yeah, you've got to find the good stuff, haven't you?
I mean, aren't model railways kind of going like the fashion industry now with locos, where it's all limited edition, limited time only? Like,
Well, they got to sell them, Dave. They've got to make them quick, get them out,
They've got a massive
get their money
investment
back.
in tooling, haven't they? So they've got
Yeah.
to do out liveries, haven't they? People want different liveries, and
But the problem I personally think with the livery problem we've got is it's not us. If you want a blue or a green one, that's fine. And if you're buying direct from a Curascale, that's not a problem. But if you're a shop and you've got to take in 6 different bloody liveries,
yeah.
then you've got a problem.
Yeah. But you go back to when the days of Omni done, like 50s, late 50s. You started off with what, Duchess of Vassal, right? Then they brought out Duchess of Montrose, and then they went to City of London. But you didn't get them all at the same time.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
You know,
now
it was like you might have to wait 5 years before you got to.
I just saw one company, Phil, I don't know who it is, that's just announced these generic old-fashioned coaches in closed repair. I mean, something like 14 different types. Well,
Who's going to buy them?
They're all
Well,
the same, aren't they?
but they're all in different liveries.
All in different liveries, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're a store, right, and you take, what are you going to take? All Midland stock?
Well, whatever you don't take will be the one people want.
Of course it is, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So you just, I'm worried that dealers have got a real problem. Because if you walk and you see the stock in some of these stores now, and you just go, I don't know how they're doing this. And they're looking at the second-hand stuff to keep them going, to pay for the mainline stuff, and you're going, well, that's forcing the price of the second-hand stuff up. It's a market that just can't survive like that. And without people like, we tend to take companies like Pico for granted, and I know they're one of our sponsors, and I open up, my hands up and say, of course, I'm going to say good things about. But they've been here since 1949. They've concentrated on the British market. You can argue that they're slow to react, but that is also good because they're stable. I mean, if we didn't have Pico, what would we do? Without Pico, it's no point in having all the fabulous locomotives that we've now got without
the track
and all the buildings.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at what Bachmann and them doing the buildings wise, it's incredible. It means that you can actually start building a decent layout if you look at all the accessories there are.
All right then.
Don't use Aaron's box. You have to use.
Yeah, don't use Aaron's box with Prodo.
It's all green. It's phosphoric acid, isn't it?
No, I'm cheating, I'm afraid.
Fencing like you've never seen it before.
Oh, to within an inch of its life, mate.
Just a little guide.
Has he done it the wrong colour, Phil?
No, he's doing it the right colour.
Okay.
I think Pete did it the wrong colour.
I
There
do
we
it
go.
wrong.
There we go. Make a note of that, Phil. Date and time, please.
Yep.
Pete admitted an error.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all.
Looking well. Getting that
So what happened to the station building, Phil?
Nothing's happened to it. It's not there yet.
Okay. Is it far away?
It's, I'd say, about another 14, 15 hours away.
Okay.
So
So it'll be done
hope-
tonight, yeah?
Hopefully tomorrow.
Is it on the printer at the moment?
No, I'm still drawing it.
Oh, I see.
So that's where it's up to at the minute.
You know, you come in, you're like a bloody grenade with a pin
Okay.
pulled out.
Nope. There you go, and there's the other one.
Very smart. They do look fairly complex buildings, though, structures.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a pain.
Could you just pass me out a pair of pliers, Andy, please? Pliers?
I know they've been ill for the past week, so I've lost
You lost a week.
lost 6 days. throw me back now, that's the problem.
Right. Peter, what are you working on?
I'm doing the droppers on this piece of track here.
All right. This is the extra 8 feet before the tunnel that's not going in this year, is that right?
Probably. But do it whilst you can, not when you have to.
Yes, and it's not going in until it is.
Yeah.
And Andy's trying to keep everyone out with fencing.
Yeah. Or in, depending on where you are at
Yes.
the time.
Can't go until you've paid your ticket. Can't quite see what Dave's doing, and Pete's down the far end supervising.
We're going to make some more mess in a minute, so let's make the mess. The right stuff.
Tell us what you're doing, Dave.
About in the last command,
Okay.
which is this runs down. Apparently, it's a car park underneath the station.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut this out, but Pete's already done one side, and it's sort of, you know. So I'm going to cut these.
So he's made a great job of doing that, and you're just following in his footsteps.
I'm going to put it right.
To put it right.
What can I use, people? That.
Hang on.
So what have you got in your car, Andy? And then
That's right.
Is it something I said?
Cork all the way down there. So. It's 35 mil. Let's put 35 mil down, yeah?
Yeah.
And we'll
Alright, anyway.
trim it once it's down, yeah?
Happy with that, Dave?
Yeah, I can work to that now.
What's the wood for then? Is that some kind of something to lean against while you're cutting out?
There's a
Pattern?
guide to this. I've got to cut that down there. Right.
Okay, well that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
some cork there. Oh,
It's going to be noisy. You know
Is
that?
it?
Yeah.
I'm used to that.
can you
with
press me a cut? Not blade there. Put it on, please.
happy with that, Dave?
Yeah, it's like going to a dentist, isn't it? Only a bit rougher.
A bit more painful, I think.
Yeah.
Not the burnt smelly teeth neither.
No. Hopefully you've got a sharp blade. Alright.
See what you mean about that track, Pete? It's quite distinctive, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. It's called a botch up.
Everyone will forgive you.
The problem is, for me, to get fill in, I need to get cork laid,
Right.
because so it's gone off, so we can sort the track out. And then, of course, I didn't realise Phil hadn't quite.
Are you going to talk or can I work?
You can go, mate.
Oh, is that the entrance to the car park? It slopes down.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Well, that looks smart.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about an inch, he said, something like that. So
Right.
6'6". Oh, sort that out. I don't know. We'll make some packings now and fix it whatever level he wants. Right.
Remember there, Pete, I want to come, I want to take this off this.
Sounds alright. Both wheels again. Oh, you found one? It was over there. What was it? It mixed in with the paint.
just stop it. That's normally dirty wheels or dirty track with that.
Can I be back then?
Yeah, yeah.
Can't
Spectacular.
plug me in, can you?
Yeah. Plugged in.
Somewhere. All looking pizza toolboxes.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't take
I'll do it for that one. I'll set it up.
So that's the entrance to the car park.
Well, it will be, apparently. Fix it in position now, and that'll sort that out. So
How will the cars get into it then? What's
it's only 6'6" clearance, so it's 28 mil there, it's 7 foot.
Okay.
Right.
And they drive round from here, do they? Or
I presume they drive down from here and down the ramp.
okay, there's a railway line in the way, or do these get cut?
You'll have to disguise the thickness of that, can't do that about that. I don't know.
Do these stay here, or are they these being cut to length? Or is
Them?
that, yeah. Or they just put there?
No, they're off that track there, that's a station.
Oh right, so that's not part of it.
No, it's
Okay,
not
good.
part of it, this, no.
Got it.
No, he's working on platforms, isn't he?
Right.
So that's that, he can sort that out now. They
Right.
can sort that out.
Good. Good job, Dave.
Yeah. Start it up now,
Yeah,
side.
It's one of those strict
That building goes over.
But that's sort of
Apparently the building goes right over to there.
Right.
The tips look like a broom.
And there's a piece that overhangs it.
yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that's apparently that's the footprint of the building. With
Right.
there's a big there's the station building. Footprint, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
But the reason we had trouble, because we didn't quite how this is, you have to put ballast around it anyway. I'm not happy with this, but I'm sure it will work itself.
I'll get it out of the car and I'll show you. Found it. That one way.
I must say, it's very much easier to do it this way. But I don't think it'll be acceptable.
Just go a bit further around with the we've got to do that.
Well, that can go underneath there, can't it? Because the cork's too short. Go on, try.
You'll get there.
That'll go underneath.
It's all
there,
filled in
right.
now. Let's take 4 mil.
But that isn't going to go underneath
Probably
there,
easier
so I
that
have
way.
to dig out the cork.
Right, fill it in, Pete. Plenty of on it.
Sorry, Dave.
Paul,
Yeah.
see that pile of rubbers in front of you?
Yeah.
Can you bring us 4 of them over, please?
4 sets, like 8 pieces.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep them together, don't
Yeah.
break them.
No.
I want the weight.
Sorry.
Got it? Yeah. Get around the side if you can.
Put them up there, can you, Pete?
You can ballast over the top
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah, anywhere around there. Whack a little bit on there, Pete, will you?
Is this live?
I don't actually know is the answer to that.
No.
No.
We need some more,
PVA, red.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you got it?
Cheers.
What is it you're actually testing for here?
But it works.
Okay.
Well, that'll do. That's all old stuff anyway.
We didn't.
was enough to turn the wheels. I don't know if it is the wheels or the pickups. You pass me that little weird, tiny little bottle of the Met Pack.
Alright.
Yeah, please.
Oh, my soldering iron candidate.
What is it?
Covered to go on the tip.
You know the stuff for like plastic kits?
Oh yeah.
No,
It's that stuff, but it cleans the wheels.
Let it cool down, I turned it off, put it back on, put it in the shed, I just did a bit of soldering. Oh, is it all smoke? I pulled the tip off. That stuck to my fingers. It fucking burned me. Got that off and had to scrape the bloody fucking. I'll never be any good at that sort of shit, I really won't.
Well, then, of course, there.
For fuck's sake is what I said, actually.
Yeah, fucking hell. Cooking gas here, Pete.
Once you got a hot flux.
I mean, one across here. Paul, there's a cloth on the end of the table there.
Yeah.
That's purple.
Yeah.
Can you just wet it for me, please? Make it damp.
Yeah, all we need is just a brick wall there in front of it.
So you can do that, and a bit over the top, no
Yeah.
problem, is it? So if I could glue them there,
Yeah, it's fine.
that'll hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it. Then you can tie the walls up, whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
we'll stick the brick wall along this edge as well.
Yeah,
Brick wall along this edge.
yeah.
I'll tie
And
these
tie the
edges.
front up, so if I can glue that, we'll keep it going now.
Oh, it's fine then.
Where's the super glue?
Here, Dave.
Got it, mate?
It's just the track. Track's filthy.
It's going to have to be a job, really, when we're there, isn't it?
Cheers. Yeah, it's track. Because I've cleaned that patch.
Alright.
You in? We have to get those depot things. It's going to be a ball like trying to get under there. Or something. Or one of those CMX.
Well, Chris had one of those CMX.
Oh shit, Pete.
Chris cleaning up.
Yeah,
It's what everyone wants to see.
I know. Got to be done though.
So, say they want to come on a Monday. Anybody who wants to play 7 mil, we form a group that can come on a Monday and play with it. Otherwise,
You're looking for more?
yeah.
There's a couple of guys at Chester.
Yeah.
John and
Honestly, but no.
they're younger than us. John and Clive. They and well, they've got LMS disease like you as well.
Well, if we don't do it, we've got this whole layout that we've built that's never going to work again. Jeff, before he died, fixed all the CAN-bus. Les is just fixing the signal box now. He knows now what that needs, and then we're up and running again. And then we've only got the turntable and Brinklow. That's it. And then so there's not a lot of work. It's more of a group that want to actually just run it. So it's it's a fun.
Are you having another open day then? These guys can come.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting.
We just once we've got this panel.
Yeah.
So the problem is, Phil will understand this. I don't understand this. They're worried that the feedback would blow the CAN-bus. So they had to put some diodes or something. It's all foreign to me. Anyway, they've done. Les is on with that now. So once he's done that, and the in and out, because that point system was always different from all the rest. That was a just switch where we go in and out. Once that's in, it's all done. And then, so say, it's up to them, anybody who wants to play trains, because there's very little building to do, it's literally just operating. And what we've never done is operated this layout to the scale it can operate at. I mean, you can do some really clever stuff coming out the fiddle yards and round, and you could probably run 70 trains in an hour and never repeat one train. But you've got to have the guys that worked it regular that want to do it because you've got to be in different parts of the rooms to work it. But to me, to have all this and not play with it, it's criminal, to be honest with you. I'll tell you what.
So when's that, Pete?
Well, he's you can see he's got his computer up there now. He's working on it. It's just it's for the pensioners club with their own group, and they always met on a Wednesday, and there was 10 of them, wasn't there? Was 10 of them? Yeah, there was 10 of them.
Was there really?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, at our age of life, some of them drop off our perch quite regularly, and we're down to literally, if you count me, 3.
It should be.
Right, so now we've got the cork down in an hour after lunch. We should be able to put that out, gauge off your gauges,
You'll be done in a minute, won't you?
and know exactly where the cork should be.
You've got a minute, Dave. Should do, yeah.
Yeah. So that will make it easy for us.
Yeah.
So what I can do then, Phil, to make it easier for you,
Do you want me to turn the heat off, Pete?
just turn it down, yeah. It's for Phil, but really.
Sickly individual.
I'll never mock Andy, it could be that yourself one day.
Dave, I am regularly, Dave. You know.
If that is a guide, we can mark it up. Tomorrow it will have gone off. I can then take the other cork out.
No, leave the cork in.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. But I can, that's what I'm saying, I can take it out.
Leave it in.
After lunch, I've got to make a lot of security fencing. And I'll show you how you do it. Because nobody does the proper compound stuff. So, because it's 14 feet. So all anybody does is the 6-7 foot stuff. You know, the modern palisade fencing. So you have to chop off the top of one, bottom of the other, and you have to fit one top to make it in. It's the other way around there.
Get me down. No problem. Got a chair, Chris?
So there's about...
Down there.
I'll be gone in a minute, Chris, so you know one of these.
There's a chair here. Posh chair here.
So Pete, 2 weeks to go when this video goes out next week. You going to do it in time?
Yeah, we'll always do it in time because if we're not, I'll work around the bloody clock to achieve it, Dave. But I mean, you know, Phil's been poorly for 6 days.
Yeah.
You know, you don't, you know, you can't factor that into your management at the time, can you?
No.
Well, you know, John's been ill. Kevin's still not here. He's still poorly. He's still poorly. So you know, we're 3 major people down. But
Good holiday as well, aren't they? Anna's on holiday, Robert's on holiday. He's on Mauritius, isn't he?
I mean, I don't mind.
Thursday.
I mean, we can cope with like 1 or 2, or you know, like holidays. I can't, you know, and I'm not being funny. This is the truth. I can't cope with Phil.
You can't legislate for illness.
Can't go with you, Phil. You like being so important, Phil. Get rid of you, mate.
Well, it's like me
I'm not meant.
with the scenic. If I'm not around, you can't do it. You can't do it. It's a story. You can't. There's no point trying to do something. It just ain't gonna happen. I mean, those trees. There's a week's work. There's a week's work just in that little piece. And I always knew that this, because I've obviously taken 2 weeks off work because my guy's away. He's on holiday. So I thought I'd take this time. No, you would never make it. Well, once the I don't think I'm correct in saying this. I don't think we ever thought that we'd be completely finished 4 gifts. The aim was to have it in so that you could see what it was.
The plan was to get the platforms in.
Yes.
And the station building in.
Yes.
And anything else was extra.
Yes. And you wanted to lose the wood so you couldn't see the wood.
Yeah.
That was the plan you asked me to do.
Just cover it in car park.
Yeah. So literally, you won't see any wood. That's for certain. What I do need, Phil, if you remember, we've got this somewhere. If you could do me a sheet of the road markings, You know, the double stops and all that, just particularly for what you've just done today. Because that's a stop sign there. I mean, that's why I put the double yellow lines in. Once you start putting road markings in, at least it looks, you know what it is. Right, now there's another thing that nobody does. Nobody does, which I can't believe, the pedestrian fencing on roadways. You know, outside schools where you've got the galvanised barrier.
Oh yeah.
Nobody does them. All around the bus station, of course, it's all galvanised pedestrian things. So I'll get Chris to do that, will I?
There can I go?
Right. So I've got 2 pictures, Chris.
Good.
I've got the manufacturers. Hello, what's this? Where's that's the bike racks.
Oh, good. Can send me that.
I'll send you these. And the barrier, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are we going? Mail, yeah? Or WhatsApp?
Email's better. If you can.
Go on, there you go. That might not
Meal
go.
deal. Meal deal. They're as bloody cheap as buying them eating bread nowadays, aren't they? When you work it out.
I don't know how they make money on it.
Yeah.
This model centre, the TMC.
Yeah, the model centre. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be knocking stuff out left, right, and centre.
Yeah, they do. Get a lot from eBay.
Well, them and rails when they.
Well, is that the one in Rugby? Cheltenham, is it? The model centre?
No, it's not.
No, it's in the north.
That's Allerton, isn't it? That's in
Yorkshire, yeah.
Yorkshire.
Colwyn.
It's on the end of the Northfield Moors.
Yeah.
What used to be the fish farm.
No, it's up at Goldland before you drop down into Gromont. About 3 miles out of Gromont.
Isn't that what used to be the fish farm?
No,
What's the last station?
Gromont.
Yeah, it used to be the fish farm.
Yeah, but at Goldland.
When do you expect the platforms to be here, Phil?
Yes.
Thursday.
In the week or next weekend, you think?
No, we've got to get them in Thursday.
Got to get them in by Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, got to get them in by Sunday.
I want the station building in for Thursday.
See, you already said. The problem is we've only got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and Andrew's coming up.
Yeah, but it's not 2 weeks, though, is it? Or is it?
It's 2 weeks from when the video goes out.
You stop recording now.
It's recording, yeah.
Yeah, but don't forget the late gets picked up on the Wednesday.
Right, I'm going to throw a couple of things in now.
So the layout's getting picked up Wednesday, Phil.
You're putting boards on the back. Yeah? Yeah. But we're going to fasten lighting units to now, and they're only, you only go in so far, then lighting units. They're going to be about 4 foot from front edge.
That's all right.
But take the Milton Keynes ones.
Take the Milton Keynes ones.
And about 9 inches longer.
That's better than nothing.
You're not going to have any lighting on these 2 new boards at the front, because you've got about 2 foot at the back. And what they'll fasten them to, they won't hang off this NDF, I'll tell you that now. And now you can't fasten into NDF, it's only, what is it, 3 mil?
Which bit are you on about now, Dave?
You're putting up, for them flats at the back.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on. When you get to Milton Keynes, you say, we get the lights up
No,
there.
hang on.
And what they fasten to.
You've already had this conversation.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Go on.
You've got to make a backboard. We've got to decide how we slope it down or slope it up. We've had this conversation. You just have forgotten it.
No, I haven't.
We've got to put a backboard on the back there. So a backboard would be your standard backboard.
I don't know what size it is yet.
No, we haven't mentioned it, but I'm saying we've already said we've got to put a backboard up to get that and that working.
Clear as mud, that is.
No, the back seat's got to go up and it's cover the flats. You can't have the flats, which is Dave pointed out. You can't have the flats towering over
Oh,
the
the backboard that way?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
like that don't work.
Right, you said that, knew that.
Yeah. So there's a blackboard goes on there,
Yeah.
and the wings have got to go up to it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right. So those wings and that backboard are standard for you.
Yeah.
They're like you always make.
Yeah.
So you can put your lights on them.
What I'm saying is that you're not 6 foot, you're over 6 foot out. Surely.
The lights need extra overhang.
No, but the Milton Keynes ones, how far do they go out?
You only go out to, you got out to the middle of the station on Milton Keynes, so you go out 3 foot from the back edge, if that.
Watford's no wider than Milton Keynes.
No.
It's exactly the same.
It's not, it's got 2 foot at the back.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, but it's offset.
It's offset. So the width of Watford is exactly the same as the width of Milton Keynes. It's exactly the same.
So it's not 16 foot long at the back.
No,
How long is it?
it's 8 foot.
But that one isn't now, that's...
What's it going to be? 8 foot?
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
If it's 8 foot, you can go at each end because that's about the spacing we're at, 8 foot.
Yeah.
It's no longer than 8. It's because at the moment it's 1800 mil.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's nothing the way
I don't know what it is.
We've had this conversation before, Dave.
Close enough. It's 1200.
You've been to bed since then. We haven't, I promise you, we've had this before. No, you've got to have proper backboards. We can't cheat on the backboards. Right now then.
Stop for you.
Hey?
You're all sitting comfortably.
Go on, here we go.
Yeah, Dave.